the view from my office today. Looks like we got some strawberries ready to be picked. A couple ripe ones. Still just starting to see the rows of carrots just popping out. I don't know if you can see them. I just see one row, a couple over there. My peas. I planted from seed. I just transplanted them this weekend with the rest of the stuff. Of course, I got some squash. They're still pretty small, but they're looking healthy. They survived the wind and the pouring rain. In the back, along the back row of these beds, I planted bean seeds. And so hopefully those will come up, pop through the chips. I try to do a real light layer of chips on that end just so they could poke through. Same thing over here in this bin. This bed, I got beans along that back section. In fact, no, that's just a piece of mulch. I got some squash. The little ones are the starters I bought this past week. this one I planted from seed. It's looking pretty healthy, along with that one too. And up here, I've got some tomatoes and some peppers. These are all my sweet peppers up where I had the garden last year, where I'm preparing for the Back to Eden garden. I have my hot peppers. I learned that the hard way because they cross-pollinated or something, and I had ones that I know were sweet pepper plants. The peppers were hot. There's my lettuce bed. I don't know how much longer I'm going to get out of that before it bolts. It's starting to get hot, but I got some pretty good variety of different salad greens in there. We've been picking off of that and eating salads. The garden fence area is 90% done. I say 90 because those last two totes have to have the fabric put in them and the compost filled up in them. So for that reason, I'm not going to put in the last section of fence until I come in with the compost. I have a little bit more leveling off, and I have to go around the perimeter in some spots and mulch as well. But mostly everything's planted. See the last section of fence up there? The gate, it's going to go right there where the tractor is. So this is gonna, as I said, be my Back to Eden garden in the future. For now, I'm planting out in the totes and in the pails. 90% done. Just gotta run some, complete that landscape fabric straight across this opening to here, fill in with the chips, put the last piece of fence on. That's all I got to do to complete this. That will happen after I fill those last two totes with compost. And then not sure what I'm going to plant in there, but I have a little more capability there to plant some stuff. And then also up here in this corner, I've got some room to put more pails or whatever I want to do. And down in the center as well, which I might just let that compost and don't do anything until I do the Back to Eden. Really not sure yet, but I have some room for expansion. I do have a wild, let's see if I'm getting that. The sun is really, yeah, wild, I don't know if it's a blackberry or raspberry. I mulched around it. I'm going to see if anything comes of it. It's just an experiment. Thanks for coming along.